Now that you've dimensioned your prints, let's add some tolerances to those prints. No part is, as you've already can tell, no part is ever perfect. So what we'll do is take the measurements. If you have them written down, great. If you didn't, go grab the part again, remeasure it, and apply a tolerance to, let's say, at least 5 dimensions and pick certain features that would more obviously be important in terms of fitting with another part within an assembly. So, for example, these holes would be a good example of something that's obviously they're there for a fastener or a pin. So it's going to be important that they hold a certain size. We're going to kind of simplify this and just do a plus and minus tolerance. I'll show you how to apply these in a second here. So you'll take your measurement. So on this hole, I measured it at 0.205, subtracted that 0.1875 from that, and then I got 0.0175. I rounded that up to 0.02. So now if this hole ever measures at 0.2075 or 0.1675, it will be within spec. So I'm going to show you quick how to not format, but apply a tolerance to a dimension. So I measured this one at 0.997, so that gives me a 0.003 for a tolerance. So I'll use that. So this is my properties panel. If you do not have that up or have not used that ever before, all you have to do to bring it up is type PRO, properties, and then by selecting the dimension, you come over to the properties panel, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and there's your tolerances. So I want tolerance display. I'm going to set that to symmetrical. So that says plus or minus right now. I want a tolerance of 0.003, and I can set my precision, since it's just 3 decimal places, to 3, and then I have to match those decimal places with this dimension. Our basic dimension here needs to match our tolerance in terms of decimal places. So I come up here and I'm going to change my precision to 3, and that didn't do anything because on my dim styles I have it set up to suppress trailing zeros, so I got to set that to no on that. Obviously now I'll have to readjust some of my dimensions. So as I said, that formatting needs, these decimal places need to match the basic decimal places. So I have to fix this one here. So I'm going to click on that and come over here, and then where it says suppress trailing zeros, set that to no, and then set my precision to 2 decimal places. So I'm going to have to clean up some of these dimensions. This dimension, I measured it, and it had a similar math to it, so I also want this one to be 0.003. But instead of having to go back in and do everything in the properties panel, if they're going to be exactly the same, I can do a match properties on that, select this one, and then click on that one. Now I just have to, once again, clean up its position. This is pretty straightforward. You just have, like you said, you're going to go into the properties panel, apply your tolerancing, use match properties if you're going to use the same tolerance. Down here we have our what's called the block tolerance. I have made a bit of a change to this. I shortened each of these little boxes here by 0.05 and then moved everything up. That allowed me to put in 2 more rows of these tolerances. I also deleted the 1 place and 2 place, so it's just going to be 0.0. You'll just apply that and we'll just put 0.1, 0.01, and so on and so forth for each of these. If you need help with that, let me know. I would suggest probably doing... No, that's not going to work. If you already finished that, you should be able to actually... Let's try something here. I'm going to go new... letter. I'm just going to delete this section. Come back here. Select all this. Control C and Control V. And that seemed to work. Let me make sure it's fitting in there good. Yep, there we go. So that should be pretty painless to do. So like I said, you're going to do at least 5 of these on each drawing. If it has less than 5 drawings or 5 dimensions, obviously just do all of them. And that should do it for the week.